It's the Sports. And we'll see the man back from retirement, Tom Brady. He got his reps in last week, finishing with over 300 passing yards. It's the Buccaneers and the Ravens under the lights on Thursday night.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Tonight, we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brendan Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you think about matchups in the NFL, you're usually thinking this offense versus this defense. But this game here, we get two different offensive philosophies that are matching up in this one.
Yeah, we certainly do, because on one side, you've got a team that not only loves to throw the football, they do it quite well. They're the #1 passing offense in the league. And on the other sideline, the ground game is their strength. They're a top 5 unit in the league. So contrasting styles of moving the football. To me, this is going to make for a very interesting ball game.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Here comes Jackson, league's MVP, and an All-Pro in 2019.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about it being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
A man who missed all of 2021, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
From the 27th, Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Another run here with Dobbins. And a short gain down to about the 33. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds Bateman over the middle. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down the 8. Nice play design there with touchbacks. Really good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Tampa Bay's offense set to take the field. And, of course, at quarterback, 23-year veteran who's had a Hall of Fame career several times over, the great Tom Brady.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going at the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
And Brady and the Buccaneers here first at the 5-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week, 13 carries, 55 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Brady. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. The Bucs at 4-3, a game over 500. Well, they're coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Brady. And Rudolph has it left side. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Now Brady. Rudolph has it, the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Brady to throw again. Little pitch and catch here to Rudolph.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Fournette a first down carry, but he'll get only a couple before defenders are there to meet him.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Brady going to throw. Little pitch and catch here to Rudolph. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Throwing now is Brady. Little pitch and catch here to Rudolph. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Little pitch and catch here to Rudolph. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. From the 24, Brady. Little pitch and catch here to Rudolph.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still...
Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
First play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room for improvement, of course, but I have to say a very solid performance.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Sometimes the process get challenging. The running game on the first 2 plays didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. So for Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll go option to the short side. The quick feet by Jackson. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
The Jackson going to run again.
Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Jackson now.
Across the middle, he finds Robinson. And he'll be knocked down right at the 15-yard line.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Jackson. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Little pitch and catch here to Rudolph. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
And he's going to have a Bucs 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Tackle there by Michael Pierce.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Little pitch and catch here to Rudolph. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. Now Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Little pitch and catch here to Rudolph.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Up the gun, Fournette. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Brady. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
They'll start with the option.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards. 1st down.
Again, Jackson will keep it.
Oh, heck of a move. Man. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that's what I like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Fights through it and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A handoff to Fournette. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. From midfield, here's Brady. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Odafe-Oweh.
The 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick six to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick six. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
So out come the Bucs now.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. The scoreboard, that's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me on a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Here's a give to Fournette. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Again, it's Fournette. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating, but his message there, keep waiting.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air.
Extra point up and good by Succa. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
From the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
And the Ravens taking the field.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Jackson going to hold on to it again.
He'll get 5 out of the keeper. Now it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now Jackson. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
I thought they might might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They begin with a run by Fournette. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Brady to throw. Little pitch and catch here to Rudolph. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now Leonard Fournette, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. Little pitch and catch here to Rudolph. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Brady now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed, his elusiveness, and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a...
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Blocked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, it's Brady. Over the middle here to Rudolph. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
going to go on 4th down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll...
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
And final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Chris Godwin
In the final seconds of the first half.
and the Bucs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point put through by Suckup. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. One pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Some great games coming up this weekend. The first coming over in London. An early start, though, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. The Broncos taking on the Jags. Then, more good stuff to follow later in the afternoon. One good one being under the dome in Indy, where it'll be the Colts taking on what should be a very tough opponent. And then finally, 2 American traditions converge. Halloween night and Monday Night Football. It's the Bengals and Browns from Cleveland. Next, they look at the next-gen stats for the Ravens in that first half, and their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half. Second half straight ahead from Raymond James Stadium. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. So for the call, let's get back over to Tampa and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Coach. Thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
A touchdown the differential, a 7-point game as we get back underway in quarter number 3.
This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And the Bucs ready to go here to begin the third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10
at their own 27.
He'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Brady. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. It's a first down, and that catch also puts him at 150 yards receiving now for the game.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
The 38. Fournette. They juked him. And he loses the football a second time. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
This is really, really difficult for teams to coach because you love the extra effort, right? When he break a couple of tackles, I mean, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage, but you also have to have an idea that people are going to come up behind you from the side, trying to take care of the ball while you're trying to get extra effort. Sometimes you have to know when to say when and maybe just go down.
And they'll begin by running the option.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he'll be brought down just shy of 40.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. He's going to have the first down and more than that.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talent. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Fournette once more on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Brady. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Fournette. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On the run, it's Fournette. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up the 12 yards.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Short completion, just 4 yards, and now it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Here's Brady. And Rudolph has it, the tight end.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the 1st down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he's into the end zone for the Tampa Bay touchdown.
Leonard Fournette, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have cut it back within a score.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
Now it's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 20.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
13.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, that last one makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 44. Gun on third down, Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
To throw is Jackson.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left standing at 3rd and 8 coming up.
In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson options out left. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Akeem Hicks, he would not be denied there. He sticks him for the loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And different running back, same result as they stop him behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. Little pitch and catch here to Rudolph. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Brady. Little pitch and catch. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
On the move past the 40.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Jackson running again. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now in Tampa.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now here's the option play going left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 8 yards out.
And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll just sit on this one as they're...
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7, Brady, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Throwing now is Brady. Little pitch and catch here to Rudolph. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
109 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
From the 41, Brady. Little pitch and catch here to Rudolph. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Brady. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Dafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Brady. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. 20, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Inside handoff now to Fournette.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Brady going to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run with Fournette. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. Little pitch and catch here to Rudolph.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Brady. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now Brady got to have this one. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Well, there were about 70,000 that were quickly calling for that flag. It comes out there for pass interference.
And what do you think, partner? A little sarcasm in that cheering from this crowd here tonight. But they're hoping.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
They have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the 27. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Little pitch and catch here to Rudolph.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Fournette, a first down carry.
138 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Brady to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Brady now to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
So it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Jackson going to run again.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
That was Carl Nassib working his way through and sticking him behind the line.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
This game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some that actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Ravens,
they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule.